Hey there, it's Kimberly Lucht, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about how to use Ayurveda for your business. So I don't know if you can tell by looking at me, but I'm a pretty rock solid Pitta. I like to get things done. GCal's my best friend. I really enjoy churning stuff out, and it's something that's fun for me. And at the same time, it's also the element that I try to, tame a little bit, for lack of a better word. And so thinking about the three doshas of Ayurveda. There's Vata, which is air ether dosha, and it's basically like when you feel like you have a lot of ideas, creativity, like you feel really ungrounded. That's the mental forms of Vata energy. And then Pitta is kind of like that overdrive energy of like getting things done, execution, like really like making things real. And then Kapha's more of like that grounded energy that helps like everybody feel really safe and nurtured. And also giving birth to things that are long term. So it's really like the most grounded of the doshas. It's something that really helps with bringing things to life in a long-term way. So if you are primarily one of the three doshas, or maybe a mix of the two, like I'm Pitta Vata, and that's kind of the sequence that it goes. It's like Pitta first and Vata second. What element is missing in your body constitution, your mental constitution, that you can bring in so that your business can truly thrive? Because like all things, without all of the elements, there's not much of a thriving essence there. So taking our bodies as an example, without the water, without the air, without the fire, what are we? Dust. And so our business has a lot of the same kinds of parallels. If you have a lot of air and fire energy, but not enough earth and water energy, then that's something that will slowly but surely make you feel a little burnt out. I've definitely felt this way in the past, and it's something that is super important for me to balance out so that I don't get burnt out in the future. And so bringing in, for me, practices like yin yoga, swimming in the pool, taking baths, like really bringing in the earth and water into my life so that I can perform better in my business. Let's say you're the opposite. Let's say you're mostly kapha and don't have much pitta, like fire energy, or vata energy, like air energy. So really getting yourself up and out of bed and like doing a workout first thing that kind of gets you sweating, gets you moving. Something like that can really help kickstart all three elements so that you feel fully embodied when you're doing your work. There's something to say for bringing in every single element into play at different times of the day. Sure, it doesn't all have to be at the same time, but really acknowledging and making sure that everybody's represented at least at different parts of the day. So let's say you have morning time. This is what I do. Morning time between 6 and 10 a.m. That's my kapha time. That's my time to really get going, get started, do a little bit of stretching, movement, something that's like really juicy to me. And I feel like kapha energy, like the earth, water dosha, is like juicy. There's something about this, just like almost like putting your bare feet in mud. Think of that sensation. And so that's kind of how I really like to like bring myself into the day, bring myself into my business. Around 10 is when I start doing my best and most focused, driven work, because that's Pitta time. Between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. is Pitta time. So that's fire and water, that's the dosha elements. And it's something that really helps me churn out my best work. Like right now, it's currently around noon, and I'm doing this video for y'all because I know I'm most focused and most in the moment for making things like this, right? So that's when I like to like churn my best, most like driven work out. And then between 2 and 6 p.m. is Vata time, or like the air ether energy. I like to take calls with people because it's more of that social energy of the, the butterfly, like moving all around and doing all the things and having all the ideas coming through with people around me. That's what I like to do. Of course, you're welcome to do whatever you want. And then that sequence kind of repeats itself on the flip side of the clock. So 6 to 10 p.m. is kapha time, 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. is pitta time, and so on and so forth. So kapha time is really the most awake time that we have, and I think it's something that a lot of us are missing in both our life and business. We're taught to go, go, go a lot, or move and do this and do that, and being still is not something that a lot of us do. And so what I'm guessing is that if you're watching this and you're in business for yourself, you'll probably identify mostly with either Pitta or Vata as a dosha, just kind of guessing, right? That's my guesstimate. I feel about 80% of y'all are probably gonna identify more with one of those. Kapha is the element that I feel like is missing for most women in business. And it's actually that super element, that superpower energy that is really going to help you bring forth the best work within. And so whatever element is missing for you, bringing that in whatever way feels right for you. I think that for me, I need more coffee in my life, so I'm gonna definitely be like cooking things slowly, eating things slowly, bringing that slow and juicy energy into my life and my business. And let's say you want more pitta in your life, really bringing the fire energy in, of like running or doing cardio, really getting the heart activated so that it is like pumping the blood, basically our body's fire through the system, and you're like, yeah, I can get so much done. If you feel like you never have any creative energy, maybe it is just like rolling on the floor and like dancing all around and swirling and twirling and really creating that for yourself. Again, these are just kind of things that are coming through at the moment. There's not like a one type dosha element prescription for everybody. I think that it's mostly intuitive, and there's definitely a lot of Ayurvedic practitioners that can help with this. Really thinking about in what ways can my business feel more aligned, feel more embodied, feel more just good for me? What elements do I need to bring in for that to happen? And that's the question that I'll leave you with today. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to catch you in the next video. Ciao for now.